So, viewers and subscribers, another time I have to come in front of you guys and say, so near, but yet so far. That is exactly what it felt like last night, watching West Indies losing that third and final ODI game against New Zealand. Watching New Zealand coming from 1-0 down to win the series 2-1 and take the points. But I tell you, my viewers and subscribers, it was extremely tough to watch. And, there are quite a few things that happened in that game last night that we need to talk about. We definitely need to talk about. You understand? So it so happened that West Indies batted first. Yeah, man, West Indies batted first. And the thing that we spoke about coming out of the second ODI is that we definitely need the openers to bat out the first power play. Or, if we lose one wicket throughout the first power play, it wouldn't be so bad. So at least we wouldn't give Trent Boult and Southey too much of a look in. Now, Shea Hope and Kyle Mayers, they were able to do that. And they took it a step further, taking the score to 173 before we lost the first wicket. You understand? Here's what I have to say now, my viewers and subscribers. I definitely appreciate that opening stand. I appreciate the partnership. But when I look at how the pitch was played, it wasn't as up and down like the first one or the second pitch, right? It was steady. So I was a little bit, I don't want to say sad or angry or anything that we weren't able to score more than 24 runs within the first 10 overs, the power play. As I said, the ideal thing or the goal would have been to see out the first spell or the opening spell from Saudi and Trent Boult, and we did just that. But just 24 runs was, a little bit difficult to watch. But nonetheless, Kyle Mayers in the latter part there was able to up the ante, and he got his century, my viewers. He got his century. You understand? That is one thing that we have to commend him for. He got his century, and that is definitely good to see. Shea Hope got his half century. Wasn't as quick as we would have wanted, my viewers, and that's why I have to be careful when I talk about this, because as I said, I know exactly what they were trying to do as it relates to batting out the first power play, making sure that we didn't lose too many wickets. But on that sort of surface, it was a little bit difficult to watch Shea Hope not scoring a little bit faster. And you guys know that I am always down for Shea Hope anchoring the innings and taking us as deep as possible. But I believe that based on how the pitch was playing, it wouldn't have been too difficult for a man of the class of Shea Hope to up the ante a little bit. But it is what it is. It so happened that the captain, Nicholas Pooran, came in and played a blinder of an innings, getting pretty close to his century, therefore getting us over the 300 mark. Now, that is why they always say there are more than one ways to skin a cat, or there are many ways to skin a cat. We soaked up a lot of dot balls and hit a lot of sixes to get over the 300 mark. New Zealand players, they did not hit much sixes, and they chased that score down quite easily. You understand? The 301, 302 was pretty easy for them to chase down. So let me just go through and give you guys the numbers as it relates to the runs and things. Then I'll talk a little bit, because I believe that West Indies, we actually the feelers, they contributed to the loss more than anything else, because I think that looking at it, we gave away around about 18 to 20 runs in the field. Maybe it's not so much or so many, but I am thinking that we give away maybe close to 18 to 20 runs in the field from people deciding not to dive and cut off balls that didn't have to go to the boundary, but plus people misfielding, people dropping catches and things like that. It was a little bit sloppy. So 301 is what we got. 301 for 8, right? So we batted out the 50 overs, and we had the top order doing everything. Shea Hope and Kyle Mayers getting some runs. Nicholas Pooran getting some runs there. Alzari Joseph finishing off in style, making sure that we were able to get over the 300 mark. So Shea Hope's 51 came from 100 deliveries. That's a strike rate of around about 51. And as I said, my peeps, I am not knocking him. I understand his role in the team. But the fact that the pitch wasn't really doing much. You know, it would have been nice to see him score a little bit faster. Anyways, Kyle Mayers 105 came off 110 with 12 fours and 3 sixes. So congratulations to Kyle Mayers. Shout out to him. In my playing 11 that I had selected going into the game, I had a toss-up between Kyle Mayers and I think it was Jermaine Blackwood. And I was planning to open with Brandon King. Right? As I always say, probably is a reason why I'm here seated in front of the camera talking and not as a coach or as a captain for the West Indies team. Because see, Kyle Mayers went out there and scored a century. Nicholas Pooran, he had 91 from 55, 9 sixes and round about 4 fours. Captain Pooran came out and he really upped the ante. I mean, the momentum was set by Shea Hope and Kyle Mayers in the sense that we had a solid platform. We had a solid platform and Nicholas Pooran was able to come out and capitalize. We lost a couple of quick wickets. You understand? You know, we had Brandon, after we lost the 2 openers, Brandon King, Shamar Brooks, Casey Carty, Jason Holler, Akil Hussain, they all went cheaply. You understand? Alzari Joseph came and had 20 from 6 and he was able to push us over that 300 mark, getting a 6 off the last delivery. In terms of the bowling, Trent Bolt once again proving why he is such a hot commodity. He had 3 for 53 from his 10 overs, while Satna had 2 for 38. And that is how our batting went. Now, where the New Zealanders are concerned with the chasing, Martin Guptill at the top, finally getting some runs under his belt, getting a half century actually before he was removed by Alzari Joseph. 57 he got. Conway had 56 and the standing captain Latham, he had 69 from 75 to basically steady the ship, and Mitchell 63 from 49. And you know, James Nishan came in and he was in a hurry as he finished off. He got 34 from 11 to make sure that New Zealand were home quite comfortably. Now, where the bowling is concerned for West Indies, Jason Hall had 2 for 37 from 7 overs. Yannick Correa, he had 2 for 77. It was pretty expensive. Picked up a couple of wickets though. Alzari Joseph had 1 for 61 from 9. So the bowling was pretty expensive, my viewers and subscribers. But as I said, it's not like the bowlers were backed up in the field. I saw people running and diving over ball. People deciding not to dive. Catches going down. We saw where Pooran put down one. Blackwood in the slip. Didn't go at one because apparently Shea Hope had shadowed him. I don't know why he didn't try and catch a ball. But you know, those were the 2 obvious catches. But as I said, we leak runs, man. We leak runs. When on a couple of occasions when I personally believe that the batsmen should have only gone for 1. Our fielders invited them and they were able to run you know, 2s when it was only supposed to be 2. They run 3s and things like that. So we weren't sharp in the field, but once again we were able to bat out 50 overs, getting over 300. And the way in which we got it, it took a whirlwind innings from you know, the last part of Kyle Mayers' innings and the entirety of Pooran's innings, and not every game we're going to get someone coming in and playing a blinder like that. So we definitely need to find a way how to play the ball when it is swinging and moving. You understand, especially when that ball is moving outside the half stump. You know, I don't know, my viewers and subscribers. You know, the New Zealand is the #1 ranked team in the world for a reason. They were there for the taking, but we just did not come up with the goods. You understand? And we always come on late into the West Indies players, but at the end of the day, they are going up against a team that is trying to win also. But you know, we need to find ways to make sure that if teams are going to be victorious over us, if teams are going to win, we are not supposed to be aiding them. You understand? And we definitely aid their victory by giving away quite a few runs in the field. And as I said, I understand the situation of being cautious, especially after what happened in the second game. Being cautious with Southie and Trent Bolt up top there. But we have to find a way to play so that we don't bat 10 overs and score 24 runs. That is definitely not going, that is going to give you a problem throughout the rest of the game. You understand? So yeah, that is it, my viewers and subscribers. We're probably going to have to do another video to summarize the entire series, but this one we just wanted to talk about the final game. So we're going to leave it right here for now, my peeps. Big up on yourselves, in.